But prayer and waiting on the Lord can move our husbands to action. Honestly, prayers can move our husbands, because when you are praying, you are talking to God, and God has the hearts of kings in his hands, and your husband is a king. So God can turn the heart of your husband like this. Imagine, like I said, a role reversal. Just that was the first role reversal, and that's why we are where we are today. You must be willing to let your husband fail, as that might be all he needs to change, as failure might be what God needs to get his attention. You know, most men don't like trouble in their homes. So when the woman is their Zoom leader taking, I think last week I gave us an exercise. I said, when you get home, ask your husbands, are you happy with me? What am I doing wrong? You know, ask him, because you might think you are the one sorting things out in the home, and your husband may not be happy with you. But because he doesn't like trouble, he's just left you, just so that there can be peace in the house. Stop the role reversal in your homes. Let your husband take the lead. We also spoke about barrenness, it is an error to assume because the woman does not have children, the home should break. It is an error. Adam and Eve had no children when the devil came. Their homes did not break. We also know about Penina having more children than Anna, but their homes did not break. Even I think the wives of Jacob, right? I think Rachel's womb was closed for some time. And the Bible said that Jacob still loved her even more than an elder sister that had children. So not having children should not be a good reason why a home should be broken. So we moved to today's, that was what we spoke about last week. We spoke extensively. I just tried to paraphrase everything. So I said within the past month, some women have walked up to me to ask if it was right to say their husband should be left to fail, as that might be the needed catalyst to jolt them back to making the rightful decisions and to start taking the reins of leadership in their homes. And I said the answer is still yes. But if you know the steps he's taking will lead to his death, then you should temporarily step in to avert disaster, not to be, when you step in as a temporary leader in your home, step in to avert disaster, not to be an affront on your husband or not to bruise his ego. Does it make sense? You are just stepping in, not to bruise your husband's ego, because I've said this once in our church. I said, I noticed something. I think it's a God-given thing in the life of a man. Even if you marry a dwarf and you're a millionaire, I tell you, the man feels that he is the head of the home. Even if you take that right from him, he will feel disadvantaged in that home. I think it's a man thing. Even if they are not Christians, they tell you that I am the head of the home. Praise the Lord. So if you have to temporarily step in, let it be because you want to avert disaster, not because you want to, bruise the ego of your husband. Praise the Lord. But ultimately, whatever you are doing at that point in time must point to you submitting to God.